He was born a warrior, from a tribe of warriors whose dedication to duty marked them all with distinction. But his distinction was the greatest and rarest, for it was to sacrifice his life, which he ultimately gave for his country, his profession, his community, his home, and his tribe. David Spencer Moore was a warrior, a police officer on the Indianapolis Police Department. Officer Moore was born October 15, 1981, born at St. Francis Hospital. He was the second child and the only son of his proud police officer parents. His mother, Department Supervisor Sergeant Joe Moore, and his father, Lieutenant Spencer Moore, retired. David's sister Carol was 2 years older. She would become David's best friend, a bond so strong that not even his loss could break. In grade school, both at Perry Township and Franklin Township, David played Little League Baseball as a catcher, then Pee Wee football before moving on to Little League football. But wrestling would become David's passion in middle school, where he won the All-County Championship. He's remembered by his classmates as a great athlete and, above all, a good and caring person. When his friends went through a tough spot, he was always there to help. David later went on to Roncalli High School, where he was not only a top-notch student, but once again, a great athlete. There, he continued to wrestle, but his true passion became football. As co-captain of the football team at Roncalli in his senior year, he led them to an undefeated season, 15-0, and the state high school championship. The faculty at Roncalli remember David as a fine student, both in and out of the classroom. David's leadership and academic abilities at Roncalli offered him full scholarships to the United States Coast Guard Academy, the Citadel, and Purdue as part of its NROTC program. David chose Purdue, and Purdue gladly chose David in 2000. At Purdue, David excelled in the classroom while he was groomed as a member of the United States Marine Corps in its NROTC program. David grew into an outstanding man at Purdue. His friends and professors at Purdue remember Officer Moore as an exceptional man, full of life, fun, and friendship. His time at Purdue was impactful, and his friends there remember him today with affection, respect, and admiration. A knee injury David suffered in high school wrestling unfortunately returned in his junior year of wrestling at Purdue. This injury, also to David's sincere disappointment, ended his opportunity for further service in the United States Marine Corps. David then concentrated solely on becoming an officer with the Indianapolis Police Department. He graduated Purdue with a Bachelor of Arts degree in social justice and quickly applied for the Indianapolis Police Department in the spring of 2004. Officer Moore graduated the IPD Academy in early 2005, Class 102, Warriors in Blue. Once again, his classmates remember a fine man, great friend, and a brother they found in those early days of his career. They still remember both his antics and his strengths, physical and academic, and his booming voice, which still fills their hearts and memories. But once again, the most indelible memories are of David's friendships, his thoughtfulness, and unusual dedication. A dedication to honor, rare ethics, and exemplary professionalism. This was indeed a unique police officer. His dedication would become a common thread that he would finally weave between his job as a police officer and his friends and his family. David's first assignment was as it was in the end, the North District. He even stretched his commitment to include serving as a member of EOD, the bomb squad, his pride and honor. Officer Moore was an unusual police officer, and as such, he amassed the measures of a distinguished career. Rookie of the Year, Medal of Merit, Medal of Valor, numerous commendations. And now, we will add the Purple Heart and the Medal of Honor. David was of course proud of these honors, but he was not them. His accomplishments and the attending awards never became his only focus. The focus of David Moore's life was the people around him, those he protected and served, those that were his friends and those he loved. He truly cared about all of those around him. Of course, he was an honorable and excellent police officer, but he was a great friend as well. He took a special pride in that. He was a true man, a loving son, and a warrior of the First Order. David is on a new journey now, filled with new adventures. He does so with the admiration and love of all those who knew him, and now many who wish they could have. And so, as William Wordsworth said, let's find a comfort in himself and in his cause. And while the mortal mist his gathering draws, his breath and confidence of heaven's applause, this is the happy warrior, this is he, that every man in arms should wish to be.
This tribute honoring Officer David Moore was made possible by the generosity of Lilly. Answers that matter. We thank you.